Hi YouTube, it's Melanie. Um, I was just thinking that I had this conversation with a lady who I used to work for, and it was years and years and years ago. And she came over and we had lunch, at my apartment or whatever. And for like 3 hours, she sat, on my couch, and she basically told me, she said, you should listen to your intuition, because I didn't come here for the right reason. I came to destroy you. And it seemed like ever since that happened, it's like all these little dirty secrets that I'm going to expose on YouTube tonight on May 28th at like 11:30 p.m. The first thing is my enemies. I didn't consider her an enemy. I still don't. I don't want to look at it like that, as if, she's an enemy, because that's scary to think that it's this person that I've been knowing since the 1990s who basically hates me. It was a situation where she told me that she was attracted to me, and I was just like, this was in the 90s or whatever, and she would drive me around in her car, take me to lunch, blah blah blah. She basically made me, but without the sex. So one day she told me she was attracted to me, and I didn't respond, and I tried to complain against her, and so I guess she's been hating me ever since. So somehow I kept her number, because she kept the same cell phone number for like, I don't know, 15 years, and she has always been sort of like nonchalant, ambivalent towards me, and I have poured out my heart and soul to her, telling her, all of my insecurities, like I was saying earlier in another tape, how people from different cultures and different, backgrounds, how they fail to get along and to connect because of their differences that's so glaring, and I'm just like, okay, I was jealous of you. You was a very pretty lady, whatever, but I guess it was warranted. It wasn't warranted to be jealous, but jealousy don't just mean that you don't like a person or you feel insecure. It means that it's something that is not adding up with you and her. It's like something that's unbalanced, or anybody, for somebody to be jealous of somebody else, it's not always a bad thing. There's jealousy have so many different sub definitions that people don't know. I studied counseling in college, and jealousy that doesn't just mean that, okay, I don't like this person and this is why. It means that I don't like this person because they have something that I don't have, or they have something that I want, or they have, it's not always a bad thing to be jealous. So I was, and I told her, and I tried to fix the man, the disconnection or whatever, but she told me that she was going to come to my house and destroy me, basically. And I tried so hard to turn things around and to make things go, like harmoniously, but it didn't. So I ended up moving, and she was there to tell me, you know when I was feeling bad and I was asking her for career advice when I first moved into this apartment. She was just like, well, Melanie, it's been a long time, that you have been not had a job, and whatever, and you really need like a overhaul. You need like a windfall. That's what she was saying. You need a serious career, like something that's a lot of money, in order to get out of your situation. And she was just like, how much rent do you pay? And as if she was going to do something to, to help me out or whatever, making me seem like I'm looking for a handout. So things like that reporter girl who was just like, you're a very smart person, but sometimes people don't have the best intentions. So that was the one secret that I wanted to share with YouTube about women who can use, their power, their status, their looks, their sexuality, their gender, their influence, their wealth or whatever, to put a person down and to oppress them, basically. So it was that Kylie and that Mary who did that, and I don't think that I really don't know how to handle or how to deal with people like that, because it's not about, the superficial surface stuff. It's about them somehow feeling that I'm not entitled to happiness and to having, to make a living and be self sufficient for myself like other, black girls in this country, regardless of how they look or where they come from or whatever the issue was with them. So the other issue was, I had a boss. After I stopped working for Mary, I had another lady named Trisha who basically sexually molested me in the hallway. She came on to me, and she started by picking with me and teasing me all the time and like signifying against me, like asking me about my hair and just trying to see how smart I was and all this type of stuff. And then finally one day she just like um, squatted down in front of me as if she wanted to, have some type of sex with me, and I'm like, wow, that's weird. So that didn't work, but it really just sort of knocked me off my square a lot, for a long time. And I started gaining weight, and I really didn't stop because I didn't tell anybody that secret. That was another secret that I had been hiding. And then there was another one. What was the other one? It seemed like for some reason people in authority have this thing, like, I don't know, that they want to seem like if I can challenge them or something or whatever. And I don't know why I come off as a threat sometimes to people, because I'm really not. I'm a gentle, loving, kind person, and I just don't want to be fought and treated and molested and stuff, and all both of those people. Well, I'm thinking of another leader who was a religious leader who basically was, coming on to me too. And I know I sound obnoxious right now. Just if I could hear myself, I know I sound obnoxious, but I'm not. And that's the truth. And so I have to somehow break this pattern. So if it's anybody else out there who have been molested by a woman or a man, white or black, rich or whatever, just you know, be with me in spirit and know that, it takes more than a threefold cord to easily be broken. A threefold cord is not easily broken. So that's why I'm here now, still fighting for my place in life, for that place in line that I was using immigration and all those things, to make a point and to make a statement about myself, saying, here I am. I want a chance in life. I want a chance to make my own living. I want a chance to not compromise myself and my values, and just to get somewhere in life and to be self-sufficient. I don't want to have to sleep with women or to prostitute myself in any type of way, spiritually, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, physically, any of those ways. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to prostitute. I don't want to, be that type of person. And I just want, to put it out there in the ethos, that all the love and all the goodness that is stored up for me, that people have meant for me to have, and felt like there's barriers and blocks and things that's blocking them from getting to me. Those blocks are no longer there. That all the love and everything that's in the universe for me can find me and can be with me. um, I'm a person who have survived a lot of things, and a lot of people feel like, if somebody survived all those things, it must be something wrong with them. They must be a broken person. But I survived a lot of things, and I plan to continue to survive, and I just want it to be known that I'm here to stay, and I hope that people will open up their barriers and not put up barriers from me to them, because I don't have any barriers from them to me. For all the positivity and love out there, I'm here.